Hello everyone and welcome to round 46. As you can see here, we've had reasonably light losses between turns. I'm hoping these 20 guns are because we finally got some of our own artillery in position to do counter battery fire. So let's get in there and see what's going on. Our old majority wins. That's good. Metal deposits are always nice. And thankfully the crisis of passion is over. We can hope against hope that we get a good one for the next turn. And I think I've gone back. Let me just go back so I don't skip that one. I was trying to click on her face to see if I could see her stats. From memory, she was quite good. And that's quite good. This basically just doubles your food production. Flat out, amazing tech. And we've finally got laser rifles, which means it's time to get some of those lasers out to our troops. Storm infantry. I can't remember off the top of my head what they were. Energy lancers are useful tech. This is good because it's an intelligence boost for our researchers. Cool. Pretty standard stuff for the rest of them. I'm just going to go quickly check before I forget what the order of battle formation types. Which one is storm? Storm infantry are, oh yeah, that's right, they are artillery and light armor. Yeah, you need kind of mechanized ones, but once they are mechanized, they become quite good. Not sure if we will be fielding them just yet. Okay, let's go and have a look at the replay, see what happened. Not a lot of moves. Artillery comes in, ouch. I'm quite surprised those guys held out, to be honest. Yeah, here we go. We have, as you can see, 50 of our own guns, and when guns fire in counter battery, the attackers get distributed amongst all the troops in the hex, and the defenders basically fire back and only target the artillery pieces. So counter battery fire is extremely deadly in this game. And let's have a look up here. It's a bit frustrating that they didn't win, but we still managed to lose far more troops. Although considering that we were outnumbered quite badly, I'll take it. And that is pretty much it for the turn. Right, let's go check our decisions and quickly check we have enough of a stockpile. Everything except ammunition. Okay. Over ambitious leader. I think we're just going to have to. Who is this? Governor of Tower Hamlets. It's slightly annoying, but we just have to take the hit and try and bribe him another way because we want that fist. Yeah, 23-point loss to the governor of our capital. Not great. I'm pretty happy with this.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
And now we have to take a choice on what we want to spend this on. We have energy small arms reasonably optimized. I'm almost tempted to go grab a little bit more personal armor optimization because we are going to be fielding all new laser infantry. So, but I also want heavy RPGs. I really want laser guns. Oh, there's just so many technologies that I just really need. So, I kind of need to get this chemistry box unlocked, which you do by unlocking 3 of the technologies, and it lets you research things further down the tree. Tricky. I honestly don't know. I think I might do one turn of personal armor optimization.
Yes.
And then switch it over. Do we want to upgrade Shoreditch to a bigger city? Because that's most of our political points. I think I'll sit on that for now. We don't care about that. And Kat Kepler is one of our very good commanders, yeah. So 11th machine gun, was it? And 13th RPG. Oh yeah, this guy is a very good governor, isn't he? So I will appoint Kat Kepler and then go use that card that I had. Where is it gone? Recruit military.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
And hopefully the new guy... Oh, no, I already looked at him. He's not very good. Wait, no, sorry. I got them confused. This is the guy I already looked at, and this new one is Chunk Hardy, who is not that skilled, but he does a very high operational skills down individually there, so he's quite a good defender. So yeah, let's put Chunk Hardy, which is a... The names in this game never cease to amaze me. Just some of them are so... They don't quite fit. They don't quite fit with what you'd expect from a name, and I find it very entertaining because, you know, it is obviously set very far in the future. Okay, so I just about have enough political points for this, but I'm still going to defer it because I want to see what else is kicking around. Did this not complete yet? That is slightly annoying. Should be next turn. And we will have a new zone with... Oh, so it's right next to the other one. That's a lot of reserves and less and not as good, so cool. Okay, wow, these guys got absolutely battered by the artillery hitting them, but then again that is a very large amount of guns, so perhaps unsurprisingly. I'm amazed these guys can still move. Just shuffle them around, cause some problems. Right. Are we okay for replacements? Not amazing. We are recruiting 10,000 recruits a turn though now, which is a very large amount. And probably more than we should be doing. We're okay for population for now. Let me just look at casualties. I always forget where this is. Our short-term casualties are at 1%, and the threshold is 1.5, so we've got a little bit to go now, but we do need to start trying to not lose so many damn troops. Otherwise our home front will get unhappy. These guys are very frustrating. Not the Federation is kind of like an iteration ahead of me in all things military, which is quite annoying. Although I think I have heavy combat armor troops and they do not. Right, do I want... I think I'll update the machine guns first, because their armor design is quite bad, but then again so is my line troops. I'm almost tempted to update the quad MGs, because that would give us a time, because they've already got, well, their hit points are a bit less impressive, but they don't have heavy combat armor yet. And then that would give us a little bit of time to actually get the personal armor improvements out for our more common guys, which is the infantry and the machine guns. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll work on a new... Wait, do I even have a model design decision? No, I don't. What are they doing? Oh, okay, yes. I set them to do nothing because of this exact reason. Apparently my past self was a bit smarter than I thought I was. Unless I want to design a mechanized quad machine gun. No, I want quad MGs first. And heavy combat armor. Let's go. They should be done next turn, and then I can switch the personal armor research to probably laser guns, although I may go for heavy guided RPGs. It's just, yeah, it's a crunch time, and everyone is crying out for something. Okay, what have we got here? We've got disbanding troops, or reforming troops. That's strange. Maybe they are disbanding. I'm not really sure. Okay, we've got his commander's up there, so he can shuffle up. These guys can start to loop around the sides. And this lot can, let's see, who's in best shape here. I think we'll focus the attack on this guy here, because he appears to be second heavy infantry with no commander and perhaps disbanding. I don't really know what's going on here. It's not usual to see these empty counters in this. Okay. They've got an entrenched, they've got no posture. Okay, I'm going to see if I can actually breach the line here. Because if we can get some hurt on these guys with the artillery, apparently we can't. We got 2 single hits. And didn't really do much to their entrenchment values. And we have an independent infantry battalion who's not assigned to anyone. You can definitely go to the far end. Okay, let's have a look. See, most of these guys are in kind of rough readiness, especially the artillery pieces. However, it is a forest hex, so actually no, guns don't get any malices against that. It's only tanks and mechanized stuff. I wonder if we would be able to pour on enough men to just kind of tidal wave them under. It kind of looks like we might. Just really pile some guys on. Take out the worst performers. It is pretty iffy, even though we outnumber them horrendously. And we're at max stack attack. That rhymes. Ah, what the hell. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Oh, I forgot to use the rockets on them. That was foolish. It does appear to be working anyway. Not inflicting as many casualties as I would have hoped. Because if you look at the text, we lost about 2,000 men and 20 tanks in exchange for 30 artillery, 30 mech quad dudes. It's not too bad, I suppose. Not ideal, but not the worst thing. I do wonder if these guys are able to have a bit of the same. Because that's pretty much all our tanks pushing there. And the reason for this is because, as you can see, the city is right next to it. And if we can threaten the city...
Open fire. Affirmative.
No, I don't think we're going to be able to push another hex anywhere. Pity, but what can you do? Just trying to avoid moving the really low readiness guys in there. Oh, that was foolish. I should have moved these guys up and shot the shit out of the city with the rockets. Oh well. Now, what should I do with these artillery pieces? Honestly, with the way this front is, I should probably compress some of my units from brigades into corps for that. That takes a little bit of time. Oh, you know what? That one, it should have been logistically moved down here. And luckily they still can. Just while I'm here, I'm going to quickly do that. Okay, so the dangers are fairly mitigated so far. Okay, so there's clearly someone in there somewhere, but I don't know exactly where. Yeah, okay, it's probably one of these. Probably that hex. There's some troops in there. I just can't see them because I don't have enough recon. And there are the rebels. This guy, I hope he's actually that low on readiness, because we may be able to bump them out of the hex. Yes, it looks like he definitely is. And this guy, our howitzers, can shuffle along slightly, because this massive wad of artillery needs to be counter-batteried. Yeah, didn't think so, but it was worth a look. Right, we can probably mass enough troops. Nope, sorry, I was looking at the wrong hex. We definitely can't push those guys out. But that shouldn't pose much of an issue. Of course, knowing me, I will flub all my rolls, but... Oh, what on earth? This operational commander is an actual genius. But we still won, even though we only killed 2 tanks. Sorry, trucks. Slightly annoying. Oh yes, I forgot these guys were RPG troops, so they are actually kind of good at bullying. Could really use a few more. There's no way this will work. Oh, okay. I'm legitimately surprised that I didn't think we'd be able to muster up enough firepower, but yeah, when they're in a forest like this, tanks do kind of get a bit vulnerable to vastly superior numbers of infantry.
All clear, sir.
Who would have thought I would have been working on the old human wave approach, but when your opponent is kind enough to attack straight into a heavy forest with a bunch of lemon armor, who are we to say no? I doubt we'll be able to push that with just the infantry we have. No, it's not worth the risk. do wish we had enough troops available there, but nah, it's not. It's not enough between the other attacks we've got. Where even are they, guys? Yeah, I need to stop building brigades and start updating them, which I think I will do with this guy first, the RPG men. So what you do for that, if you're not familiar with it, is you go upgrade, and you simply click upgrade to RPG Infantry Corps, and success. It also lets you upgrade any attached units to a larger size as well, which I don't really have the production to fill out at the moment, especially with the need to produce a lot of ammunition. Apparently, all this artillery and rockets and all that good stuff is using quite a lot of it. I'm sure everyone's absolutely shocked at the news. Okay, we've got enough population, so I can probably turn this back on. Wherever it is. Up here, okay. Well, we don't really, Well, that's all going to be taken over by the new city anyway, so not much point. Right, I may just see if I can put a second level of truck station, which, yeah, I didn't think so. In the meantime, we will put some bureaucrat officers. It's always good to have that little bit of extra political points flowing in. I probably should have waited to do that update until I got new laser troops. But considering it will be a while before I update these guys, actually just let me see how many were. 3,800, wow. It's quite a lot. I'm going to spend a whole lot of that to fill out the RPGs. And you know what, the light armor needs it as well. I think I'll put a couple of thousand there, but not too many. We do want to save a little bit of reserves for when we update everybody to lasers and start kicking ass, taking names, all that good stuff. I do wonder if I want to update any of the units in here. Actually, that's a good idea. I will update these guys who are set to all out attack. I will go unit admin. This is a bit funky. You go, they're machine gun at the moment. You go downgrade to light infantry, and then you go back and you go upgrade to RPG infantry, which is what I want in this case. So they will swap out their machine guns for RPGs, which will give them a good ability to attack against these blasted tanks. Right, oh, that reminded me I have that. I should have given that energy lance out first, but you know what, better late than never. Just hand over the priests to a tank unit. And this cat Kepler lady is quite good, isn't she? Yeah, she came pre-made as a very, very good leader. And speaking of leaders, protocol androids. Economic has one, military research has one. Applied science does not, so wait, let me check she's actually good. Oh no, she's garbage. That's right, I was going to replace her. Did I? You know, she needs replacing anyway, so I'm not going to bother. Oops. I hope no one was in her faction. I didn't actually check that. She's unaligned. Oh, so that didn't matter. I had a moment of quite large amounts of concern. And next turn I will replace her with Ingmar Robin Land, who doesn't actually have any very useful skills, but does have quite a decent intelligence rating. So, Mr. Ingmar, you can receive the protocol android. This means we have a turn of reduced efficiency on the research pads. It's payload optimization, it's not the end of the world. Okay, whew. Now we have laser infantry. That is a big weight off me because the step change between them and the normal one, the normal infantry, is enormous. Can't supply him, you can see that from the black dot in the corner. Just cycling through the spare units now. You know, you don't really need to move if you're an HQ unit, do you? Same is probably true for you. If it just about said use guys. These guys are quite. This infantry unit is quite beat up, so I'm going to actually just press some attack against them. Ooh, ouch. Well, I think we just had faulty intel. Yep, that went very, very poorly. They didn't have great readiness, but it was nowhere near as bad as it initially seemed from our recon reports. So I would suspect these guys are going to get busted up a bit. There doesn't really appear to be any spare troops to assign to that little hole we're now going to have in the lines. So yeah, I'm just going to check I haven't lost any missing units. Nope. And does anybody else? They're all, I think, fully kitted out with independent units. Yeah. To be fair, I probably can swap out these machine gun guys. Oh, 7th infantry. Oh no, sorry, yeah, I remember 4th and 7th already. They're the ones on the other end of the world. I can probably swap out this guy actually. So this unit can be set to disband and back to this SHQ, which gives me the ability to raise a new formation, which I will probably go for artillery wherever they have gone. Not mechanized artillery, they are almost totally useless. And I've actually forgotten what HQ he was assigned to because I am slightly foolish like that. It was 6th Infantry. Okay, that is pretty much the fighting done for this turn. I would kind of hope to preserve a little bit more industrial points for building stuff at home, but the cities do use the stuff they produce during the turn to build their own stuff. So what we receive in the headquarters is less than, obviously, our total. Let me just quickly skim through the assets, see if there's anything I'm missing. Our HQ isn't, not HQ, home isn't actually building anything. That's largely because I've just finished demetallization, so yeah, I think we will update that to the second level of demetallization. Which, as you can see, takes quite a while, 6 turns, but is generally worth it, especially since we're getting more and more demand for rare elements now that we're starting to use high-tech goods. I was wondering, since this is about to complete, if I should start building... Yeah, actually I will start on this mine. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to expand this out slightly. So the population is actually coming from Liberty all the way over here. Who's still updating that truck station. And yeah, we're a bit low on energy surplus, so I may slap down a couple of extra... Wow, they really like me, these guys. I will start to build up our solar panels in anticipation of the fact that once you begin using energy for weapons, suddenly you need a very, very large amount of it, which I know for many people that has caught them out and resulted in some pretty unfortunate instances where you can't fuel your industry at the same time as you are fueling your guys with lasers. Everyone else is building up quite nicely. Yeah, demetallization there. Actually, I think I'll put some solar panels down here. Just because they do not take much workers. Oops, something's happened with the graphics there. A little glitch. Oh, it's doing it again. Those are usually not reproducible, those ones. Okay, never mind. It does look to me like this is a bit of a problem for Not Federation because they can't quite maintain the amount of troops that we can. Their smaller population and even smaller industrial base is, yeah, causing a lot of that, especially since they're trying to build up their industrial base at the same time as fight a war. I am a bit aggravated at this, though. I'm hoping he hasn't made some agreement with Bloodfort to just surrender to Bloodfort and then have them grab these cities, because that would annoy me immensely. Okay, that is pretty much it for the turn. I don't have anything else. Ooh, I should probably reduce the assignment to these guys, but I'll take a look at that next turn. We don't have any urgent issues, just low HQ power and relations. Cool, alright, thanks a lot everyone, and I will see you next turn. Oh yes, quickly before I forget, nothing new to report on this front. They don't seem to have actually started fighting yet, and the guys on the front, oh, there we go. That's a decent but not amazing light tank. It's not hugely optimized. These guys are going to be in trouble though. Against laser tanks, it's going to be a right trick. yeah, I do hope that... Well, that's quite a lot of artillery. And these are all very low readiness. I do hope that the digging in, which they're doing here, is going to be enough. If not, whew, it could be a short and sharp war. Right, and that is everything. The map generally remains unchanged, as you can see. So, thanks a lot. Again, I've been interrupting my outro to go look at the victory overview. It largely remains unchanged because, as you can see, Bloodfort continues to dominate. Right, and with that, I'm going to say thanks a lot, everyone, and I will see you next turn.